Hi, this is Anna, your WGU student mentor. I will be discussing many items in this video that will help you understand some of the items showing on your degree plan. It's important that you watch this video completely before our next call. There will be a quiz over some of the items in this video. I will point out these items along the way so you can be prepared for our next call. So let's get started. You will notice at the top left hand side of the screen a blue banner section with your first and last name on it. This information is all about you. It's important to know how to update your contact information for your quiz. To change your contact information, click on your name and a new window will appear. You may change your phone number or your address by typing over the old information. Once you have updated your information, scroll down to the bottom and click the Update button at the bottom of the window. Then you can close the window when you are done. Some other important information you will find is your student ID that is you set up in your email signature and will be used on all communications. The program start date shows your first day of your program, so it stays the same until graduation unless your program changes. The current term shows your 6-month term, and the term starts on the first of the month. The next item is your planned graduation date. We will discuss this more in detail on our next call. The program shows which program emphasis you are in. The mentor information has my information in it, and feel free to contact me between appointments if I can help you with anything. The next important information is the on-time progress bar, which is located to the top right-hand side of your screen. This may not be showing until after the first of the month for our new students. However, when it does appear, it's very important for you to know what it is. On-time progress means that you are on track and making progress towards graduating on time, completing at least 12 CUs per term for undergrad students and at least 8 CUs for graduate students. This is important to know for your quiz on our next call. You will also see your transfer credits at the top left in the on-time progress bar. Once you have transferred in and you've started at WGU, you will see your transfer units here. You will also notice a graduation calculator towards the bottom right-hand side of the box. This is a calculator that can help you determine how many terms you would like for it to take to complete your degree and how much tuition you will be saving, and it will give you a new projected graduation date. The next section that I will cover is located under the course details section of your degree plan. This section lists the courses in your degree plan and the standard path for your courses. The first column is the term column that begins with 1 and goes to the bottom to show how many terms you will need to take here at WGU. This may be less if your transfer work has not been applied to your degree plan. Once transfer work has been evaluated, your transfer work will be located at the bottom of your degree plan. It's important to know, or important for you to review your transfer work and to make sure that it has been applied to your courses. It's important to know for your quiz that transfer work cannot be transferred in once AAV is set. This means no courses from other institutions may be transferred in, and no other certifications taken outside of WGU will transfer in after AAV is set. The next item, or next column, is the course code, which is a 4-digit code that we use instead of the full course name. The course details is the actual course name and is a link to the course of study so that you may begin working on your course. In the next video, I will show you around a course of study so that you know how to get around your course. For now, let's move on to the next column, which is called competency units. Remember that it takes 12 competency units for you to be on time for graduation or for your OTP. OTP is important for both graduation and for any financial aid that you may have. The next column is for pre-assessments. You will notice that some of the courses have a link and to a pre-assessment and some do not. A blank box does not mean that there is no pre-assessment available. For many IT courses, the pre-assessment is embedded in the course and often are called practice exams or reinforcement tests. It's important to know for your quiz that pre-assessments are required to be taken before an objective or performance assessment can be approved to be scheduled. It's also important to know that pre-assessments are limited to 3 attempts. The first attempt is automatically approved, and the second and third attempts need my approval. The next column is the assessment type column. This tells you what type of exam you will be taking for your final assessment for this course. There are 2 types of assessments: objective assessment and performance assessment. An objective assessment is a computer-based assessment and has questions such as multiple choice, true-false, short answer type questions. Performance assessments is something that you will write or create and turn in tasks where an evaluator will review them and then either pass them or send them back for revisions. It's important to know the retake policy for WGU. It can be found in your student handbook, and I also send out that information in your weekly recap email when you are ready to take your first assessment here at WGU. The next column is the assessment status column. Once you have passed or failed your objective or performance assessment, then this column will be updated with information. The next 2 columns over are the start and end dates that are currently blank, but once we set your AAV, the start and end dates for your courses here at WGU will be updated. These will be the first courses you are required to finish by the end of your term. This concludes the information for your first video to review for our next call. Please remember that a quiz will be given on our next call to help aid your understanding of this video. To summarize, here are the items that it's important to remember for your next call. How to update your contact information. Why is it important for transfer work to be applied to your degree plan? What OTP is and how many competency units you must complete in your first term. How many pre-assessment attempts you can take and why they are important to take. Your next step is to watch the video on getting to know your course of study.